and we'll make some introduction in Portuguese.
Ok.
Hoje à noite, de voltarmos ao Campeonato Ibérico de Velocidade, IberianSupercrs e o Campeonato Portugal de Velocidade, tenho comigo o responsável da Lema. Ele tem de nome Jaka Marinsek, ele é o responsável desta equipa, que foi campeã de equipas o ano passado, por exemplo, para terem uma ideia. E vamos, claro, fazer esta entrevista em inglês e vamos dar aqui as boas-vindas ao Sr. Jaka Marinsek. So, a little introduction in Portuguese, but I have got to start by welcoming you to 16 Válvulas here from Portugal, Mr. Jaka, and it is a great pleasure to have you here. So, we're going to be talking about the CPV, the Portuguese Championship, but also for the IberianSupercrs, where you are at the moment. But I would like to start a different way, as to say, because I would like to talk a little bit, no more than 2 minutes, I believe, maximum, to talk about your career, because I have seen that you were also a racer, you were a driver, and I have seen that you have started, as I could see, and that's the first question that I'm going to do, because you have started in, as I can find, 2009 with the Formula Renault Swiss. So are you missing to be the racer or not exactly? Can you talk a little bit about your past race? Welcome, Mr. Jaka.
Yeah, hello to everybody. For sure. Who doesn't miss it? For sure I miss it, but right now it's not, let's say, the right moment to race myself, more focused to the team. We need to do something, and for sure the time will come again, so I can sit in the car again as well.
And which will be your best memories from your racing career? Because I have seen that...
There are quite a lot of memories, actually. I started with 7 years old with karting, then was in karting a lot of years, and then I switched to Formula Renault for 2 years. The Swiss in 2009, like you said, and 2010 in the Italian Championship. So 2010 was, let's say, a great year, finishing the top 10.
With points?
In points was every time, let's say, in top 6. So was a great achievement, but now the times are different. We are doing different
and
stuff.
You have Swift for the Clio also in 2009. It was a really different competition, as to say, because I have seen that in Austria you have made 24 points. I don't know if this is accurate, but I believe that everything is more or less the same, because I've seen that also in Italy, 2010, more 98 points, because I believe that this was the right choice for you, right? Even for a Slovenian driver.
Also some races with Clio. With Clio Cup, but it was only some races, not the whole championship in the end.
Yes.
The last race I did with Clio was last year, in 2020. I have won also the race in Monza in the Clio. So this was still nice memories, but as said, only memories. So right now focused only mainly on the work of the team. Yeah.
Yes, but it was difficult for a Slovenian driver to start doing something that I'm sure you will always appreciate. But it was difficult for a Slovenian driver, or it was easy for you to do so?
Let's say, with the support of my family, actually, it was my father a lot who helped me with the racing. Still, also with the team, he helped still. Actually, he founded the team. I'm let's say putting it forward his work. So let's say it was difficult for sure, because we were starting everything which we did from karting on. We did it with our own team, so we didn't have, let's say, tons of experience. Like, for example, we have it now, much more experience. We are now an experienced team, let's say. Before, when I started racing, it was not, let's say, the case. We were quite inexperienced, so there were a lot of challenges to go through, not only, let's say, for me to drive.
Okay, you have stopped this career because only from the Lema, as to say, or it was budget, or why did you stop this career?
Mostly the budget. Because actually the main step should be Formula 3 after 2010, or remaining Formula Renault, but the budgets there were incredibly high. So it was, let's say, doing something with racing, or let's say continuing racing. So Yeah, in the end, we chose the other way. So let's say it was hard, but it's still hard. But yeah, sometimes in life you need to make these decisions. So yeah.
Okay. Let's talk now about Lema Sport. Obviously, my question would be about the Portuguese career, as to say. You have been here for a long time. You have already made some races. You are at the championship nowadays. But first of all, I would like to start asking why it was the Portugal the first choice to be racing. It was nice weather, nice races. Why did you choose mainly for doing some races here in Portugal?
Yeah, mainly we were, let's say, called by Diogo Ferrao, who was a great help with this. We did one test in Estoril in 2000. It was 21, I think. Yeah, it was 21 in Estoril. We did one race then in Jarama with the Porsche Cayman. It was the first race we did in the CP. It was not CPV at that time, I think. It was still only supercars, I think.
Yes.
So we did the race in Jarama then. Then we, let's say, the drivers decided not to go anymore because, let's say, the Cayman was not that competitive anymore. So we stopped, only do one race and then stopped. Then then we liked the championship, was growing a lot again. Also in 2021, it started growing. Then we acquired actually the car from Sports and You, the first hour AMG. So actually we bought the car in Portugal. So yeah, and we see the opportunity there. So let's say it's a long way to us to travel, but we like everything there. My personal opinion is I feel like home in Portugal. So I like
I'm
it a
sure.
lot.
And how it was the first win in the championship with the drivers, with Manuel Gião. Also, how it was. Do you still remember those good days? I'm sure.
Yeah, sure. It was amazing memory because let's say it was our first real year with the GT4s. We did before a lot of racing, let's say with Clios, with TTCRs and so on. But it was the first year, let's say, in a competitive championship with the GT4s. Didn't know well the car, didn't know well, let's say, also the drivers. I met as Manuel, as Elias, let's say, a few days before the race. So, met Elias 3 days before the race and met Manuel exactly on Friday before the race in Jarama. So it was like a little bit strange, but yeah, we had great chemistry from the start. And it happened. So it was really nice memory.
It was in 2022, I believe that.
It was in 2022, yeah. The first
because
week.
last year you have lost, as to say, you have not won the championship, the driver championship for a little margin. Can we talk about it? Because you have won in the constructor, you have made it. You are the champions, but for the drivers, it is a sad moment.
It was actually, it was a crazy race. We knew we were
the last race, right? In the last race.
Yeah, we know we were really strong in the last race in Estoril. We were, let's say, outpacing everybody. I'm not saying this because I want to say something, but we were really, really strong there. Both drivers were amazing. The car was amazing. The team did amazing. And yeah, we were hit by another car in the last, leading the race, leading the championship in that way. We would only need, let's say, to finish the last, I think it was 5 laps, 8 minutes, something like that remaining. Finish the race. I think we could finish it easily, P2, which was enough, or even win the race. But we're hit by another car, and yeah, it was disappointing for everybody. Really, really disappointing. But yeah, we still won the team championship, so a little, let's say, satisfaction, but it's not what we were aiming for, to win both championships.
Okay, and then what about this season? It will be the season that you want to win also in the both championships for the drivers and also for the team?
Yeah, this year maybe the situation is a little bit different. We had a really, really, let's say, difficult weekend in the first race in Jerez. Yeah. We went there with 3 cars. Only 1 car finished one race. So, we had some let's say, some mechanical issues with one car. We had a big crash with another car, and the third car was crashed as well many times. Let's say not the driver's fault, but were taken off the race. So yeah, it was a difficult one. Then in
the second race, it was better.
Yeah, in Estoril, let's say it was much better. We lost two drivers, which decided not to go with us anymore. Unfortunately, yeah, it's part of the business, part of the life, part of the racing. So we agreed not to continue anymore. So right now we will continue, and we are continuing from Estoril on only with the two AMGs.
Two cars.
So yeah, 2 cars, 2 AMGs, GT4s. We are not using anymore the Audi GT4. And yeah,
it was your choice, or because you didn't have drivers to rent the car?
No, we did the agreement to do all the year with 3 cars, but the Peters brothers unfortunately decided not to race with us anymore because, let's say, we have some, let's say, disagreements, or let's say, yeah, it was the decision of all of us to stop. So they moved to another team. They moved to a car, and then the other 2 drivers went from Audi to the AMG, because the AMG we know really well. We are, I think, pretty strong with the AMG, and the support there is amazing. We have a really nice, let's say, relationship with AMG, with Mercedes. So it's, let's say, much easier to work than, let's say, with Audi or another brand. So we are, let's say, right now really committed to AMG, and probably it will stay like this for, hopefully, for many more years.
And what can you tell me about your drivers for this season? Because there's a mix from experienced young ones. Like what?
Yeah, let's say 1 car, which is racing in the bronze category. So Luis Calleros and Paulo Macedo are, let's say, continuing with us the 2nd year. They are doing, let's say, much better than they were doing last year. They are learning step by step. It's not easy because they don't do much testing. They actually go to races, and it's not easy, especially this year in this championship. It's amazing. Also last year it was, let's say, really competitive, but this year it's, let's say, the double or triple more competitive than it was in the recent years. So they are doing pretty well. I was really, really happy with them in Estoril. They did really, really well. So yeah, I think they will be ready for the podiums in the next races for sure.
And what do you expect for the rest of the season? To win, because we are going also to Spain and returning to Portugal. Do you expect them to show a little bit more and be in the top?
Yeah, for sure they will show more. In their category, I think in the bronze category, especially they can be really strong. I don't know if we are capable of winning, because there are some really fast guys who are, let's say, testing more than they are. But podiums for sure are possible. We were aiming for the podium already in Estoril, so let's say we are not far away. So I think in Valencia the time will come to make the podium. We tested there. The guys know the track, so know the car, and we are aiming for the podium there. With some luck, I think we can also win. But yeah, in racing you need also some luck.
You'll be there on the fighting side. Okay.
Yeah,
and what about your opinion for this season? Do you think that the championship has grown up with Diogo Ferrão, as you said before, with these older rules, also with the conditions for driving, for example, the BOP, and all the things? What is your opinion for this season and how it was prepared?
Yeah, let's say I didn't finish before with the pro car, the other car we are having. The guys are completely new to the car, so Bruno Pires and Duarte Coelho. So the guys are doing a really good job. They jumped to the car actually right before Estoril, before they drove the Audi. So with them, I'm satisfied a lot. We did nice top 10 finishes in Estoril, so I think top 5 also podiums in the end of the year are possible. And yeah, to the question, the championship has grown amazingly. It is a pleasure to be there. The guys from the organization, so from Race Ready, as Diogo, as Sergio, as everybody are doing a really, really great job. A lot of cars, nice cars. So I think right now, my honest opinion, this is the second most competitive championship with the GT4s in Europe. So yeah, I think they are.
What is needed? What is needed to become the first? To be the first one? What will be needed?
It's only the European, I think, which right now, let's say, the grid size is stronger, but European is still European. With GT World Challenge, the situation there is differently. It's not a national championship like here, and I think the championship right now, let's say, with such a strong field, is stronger, I think, than in Germany. Is stronger than in France. Are actually, let's say, 4 or 5 rows more cars than in the other championships. So it's really amazing. So, and there are also other cars, other categories there. So yeah, the championship this year is amazing. It's really good, and I think, and I hope it will not go down. It can only go up or remain like it is. Also, there was a big crowd in Estoril, the autograph sessions and so on. It was really nice to see that so much people are really watching the races, and yeah, so on.
And what can you tell us about the future with the Lema in the championship, in the Iberian Supercars and all the things? Can we trust that you are committed for a long time with us, or it is something that you will be always checking year by year and make the decision, or are you satisfied at the moment in a way for long-term commitment?
Yeah, what we do is always, let's say, a long term. We never do it, let's say, for 1 year, 2 years. We want to be there for many years. As let's say with a brand, like I spoke before, we want to be with the AMG if everything goes well. As well, the same goes with the championships. I don't want to change the championships, which are good every year, I think this is clear because we know the racetracks, we know the people. If we feel well there, we stay. Right now, the situation is that we are really committed to staying here. Yeah, maybe it's a long way for us to travel every time. Let's say 2,500 kilometers from our home, from the workshop. But yeah, it's part of the job. It's part of the deal. And when the drivers are satisfied with us, when we get the drivers, for sure we are staying there for many more years.
Perfect. One last question. A personal question is about being the driver. We have started with that, and then we're going to finish with it. You have already had the chance to drive, to test, to try your AMGs, the GT4. You have tried it before, or it was not allowed for the boss to drive it?
No. I drove it in some track days, some laps, but let's say, yeah. I'm a little bit maybe rusty, so I don't even push and so on. I try it for my fun, but yeah, to be more committed, you need the time, you need to have the budget and so on. So right now it's not the priority for me. It's priority the team. We want to enter the European Series next year. We are doing this year the race in Monza as the preparation for it. So yeah, this is for now, let's say, also my really personal goal to go to the European, at least with 1 car, maybe with 2 cars this year to Monza, and next year to race there. So to have 2 strong championships like the Supercars and the European for us would be amazing. So yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Mr. Jaka Marinsek, thank you for the opportunity. I wish the best for the team and also for yourself as the team manager. But for Lema, I wish for a long term being here with us and see you racing here in Portugal. It is a great pleasure for us, Portugal, or the Iberian, as to say. But I wish the best for the team and also for your drivers. And thank you very much for the opportunity to have you here in 16 Válvulas from Portugal.
Thank you.
Hope to hear you soon. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Have a nice evening. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.